What's up, everyone? Welcome to our workshop tonight. We're super excited to have you guys here. We just sent out our email to let everybody know that we are going live, and so we want to give everybody a couple minutes to pop on. So while we're waiting for people to pop on, let's see who's in the chat with us tonight. We got Maureen, Marlon, Richard, David, Dennis, Stephen, Terry, Tracy, Philip, Dallin. Who else do we got in here? Cher, Ken, Charles, Stephanie, all the way from the Philippines. Welcome. Timothy, Carol, Jesse, I don't know if I already said that. Carolyn, Jamie, Emmeline, David, Leona, Christopher. Welcome, you guys. Super excited to have you guys here. Who's excited to learn some super cool ninja online information tonight? Type in the chat and let us know that you are excited and you guys are ready to learn. Ready to learn some super valuable, awesome information. Every single one of us on the panel here started exactly where you guys are right now. We started by watching a workshop, paying very close attention, and taking action on the information. And now we're here. We're running the workshops, and we're changing our lives. But not only that, we're changing other people's lives. Richard, I'm ready. Teresa, you're ready. Everybody's ready. Dallin, tell me more. Terry, ready. Okay. Awesome, guys. So you guys are going to hear about the 3 pillars of a successful online business. We're going to break it all down for you. We're going to show you step by step. We're not just going to glaze over things. We're actually going to get into like the nitty gritty and show you guys the actual process that we use when we are promoting our own products or we're promoting other people's products and stuff like that. Our host tonight is going to be Mr. Jeffrey Hughes. He is a multiple 7-figure online earner. He is somebody who has become a really great friend, family member, mentor to all of us here. He's somebody who came from nothing, who had the heart and the desire to change. So he's like the picture that you don't need technical background. All you need is a desire to change, and you can do absolutely anything you put your mind to as long as you take action on the information. You're going to hear from a bunch of people from our community, all the other people on the panel. Some people are popping in and out of here because their Wi-Fi is not the greatest. And we're using a lot of bandwidth because we are live right now. So if you notice that your video feed or your audio goes crackly or in and out, make sure you have all the tabs on your computer closed because we are live. It takes up a lot of internet and bandwidth, so you're streaming live right now. So if that starts to happen, you either need to refresh your screen or close all the tabs on your computer, make sure everybody's off the Wi-Fi. Hi, Kaden. How's it going, dude? So, yeah, whenever you're ready, Jeff, let's get this going.
All righty. How's everyone doing tonight? It's the weirdest thing. I guess on my email, someone decided to text me and ask me if I'm real on this right now. So whoever that was, yes, this is very real. This is very live. And
that's the best when it comes up when we are on live feeds because then they can see it on here. I love that when that happens.
But you know what the funniest thing is? It's really weird because I don't know who it is, but apparently Suri or whoever in the text message world thinks it's Aaron. So it says, this could be Aaron. I'm like, I don't know who Aaron is. He's never messaged me before, but, oh, I guess, hold on, sorry. The text message says, this is Aaron. Got it. All right. So you look better, not sick. Who's that, me? Yeah, I'm still coughing a little bit. I'm guessing they're asking me. Who is guest? Type in the chat row who you are. It says guest.
Val says, say hi to me. Hi, Val.
It's like all these people think that it might be fake. They must be going to like other webinars where it's all recorded or something like that. So they're not sure if it's real or fake or whatever. But we're definitely live right now. We hold them on Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's my first time. Perfect. We got 98 people in the room. Hopefully we can get 100 people. Oh, we better invite, oops, Thomas and Jen back. For whatever reason, they got booted their Wi-Fi. So as Caitlin was saying, it's super important for you guys to make sure that, first off, that you're attentive to what's going on here. The whole reason you guys are here is you're looking for a change, my guess, or you're looking at how to build an online business. Number two, if you've got a bunch of screaming kids or a bunch of stuff going on, you're not going to be able to focus on what's going on here. And then you're going to ask questions that I've already gone over. It makes sense that if, you know, you're actually serious about this, to like drop whatever you're doing and just focus on this for the next hour to 2 hours. If you can't make it that long, there will be a replay that will be sent out after this, just so everybody knows. But in my past experience, the people that stay on live here, they get a special little something for staying on live. So I'll tell you that. So it's well worth it. And you're going to want to watch it all the way through because there's tons of stuff. If you're easily offended, can you do this from your phone? Yeah, it's a smartphone. So, I mean, if you have like an old school flip phone, probably not. But if you got like a smartphone or whatever, more than likely. So the way that this is going to roll, it's going to be, you know, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on how fast we get through this stuff and how many questions we have. If you are easily offended by swearing, I will swear throughout this. It's not meant to be, you know, vicious, angry, hurt your feelings or anything. So any story that you create in your head, or just like, oh, he said an F shot, oh, this is unprofessional. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not part of corporate America. So I'm not part of the world that tells us that we have to do something prim and proper. You know, I choose not to. And, you know, unfortunately, that's, you know, for the majority of people out there, that's exactly what we've been taught to do. You know, oh, it's got to be this way, and you got to wear a suit, and you got to tie, and you got to say things this way. Well, I've always been the opposite. I've always grinded. I've always said the word fuck. And when I say, when I hear people, you know, talk about, you know, average life and what it looks like, I'm like, it average sucks. It really does. And if you want to be average, if you're looking for average, then you don't want to work with myself or any of these people, because we're striving to not be average. Because ultimately, average really does fucking suck. It really does. Because you're going to go to school, to get a debt, to get a job, to have a family, to have a house, to retire, to save, and then live and die. To me, that sounds horrid. I mean, I'd rather watch paint dry than that. So if that's your life for you, then this is probably not going to fly for you. So let the F-bombs roll. Won't bother me none. Love your style already. Sorry, guys, my Wi-Fi is crap right now, and I will for sure watch the replay. Perfect, Leo. So do you have mentors in Australia? Brother, I'm a mentor of people in Australia. You know what the greatest thing about this, Bargad, is all I need is internet and a Wi-Fi connection, and I can have conversations with people all the time like this. We have people from all over the world, my friend, that I mentor, and these people now help mentor as well. So it doesn't matter where you are. So I kind of like to start out these things first and most important thing. I mean, sure, there's the internet marketing. There's you know, how we do everything, the 3 pillars, all that kind of stuff, right? But the very first thing and the most important thing is I need to know how many people you got. How does this work, Patrick? Okay, I'm going to stop everyone right now. Okay, so this is going to be roughly between an hour and 90 minutes. Asking how this works 12 minutes into the webinar is, you know, there's way too much time left to go over this. So if you don't have time to watch all this, we're going to explain how everything works. You need to have patience. You need to sit there and sit back and just relax. Don't ask a bunch of questions, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now, because the odds are you're probably going to get most of them answered throughout the workshop. So the first and most important thing for everybody here in this room here tonight is you need to start thinking bigger and start thinking different. That's the most important thing. And I'll tell you why, because you need to be open-minded. You have to look at things completely different than other people, right? And if you do any reading, if you do look at any historical statistics on you know, wealthy people or famous people or any of that stuff, there's a statistics with it. And I'm going to tell you right now, most successful people don't do what every other person is doing. And the people that do what everyone else is doing, you know, as we call it, the 97%, because 3%, pretty much 97% of the population work for 3%. That's a stat. I mean, you can look it up over and over and over again, and it's the same. And the reality is most people at the 3% are not willing to give up on their dreams, and they have a drive like nothing other. So tell me, how many people in this room are currently living the life that they've always wanted to? Type in the chat roll, yes or no, right? Type it in the chat roll right now. Is this fake? Are you kidding me? Are we already having people? Please don't tell me, Philippe, you're like the last guy that was saying that you're walking around your house in underwear, because we'll just boot you. It's absolutely real. All right, so we see an astounding no. All right. So Jamie, you're living the life that you've always wanted to live. So why are you here, brother? Man, I can tell you right now, I'd be spending it with my kids or doing something else if I was living the life that I wanted. On my way there, past 2 years, I want to live that life, always looking for something new to expand on. Hey, you have to understand. No, I really don't have to understand. Love my job, but hate breaking my back after 5 open heart surgeries. Well, you don't love your job then. Sorry, I meant no. All right, so everyone in here, no, my life sucks right now. Well, we need to work on that too as well. If you think your life sucks, it will suck. So everyone in here right now is not pretty much, they're not living the life that they want, right? So how many people in this room understand that in order for you to do something different, right, in order for you to advance or to start living that life, that you have to do something different? How many people understand that? You have to do something different, right? Does everyone here understand that? Okay. Each and every single person here right now on this panel that are building a full-time online income started doing something different. And that's where it all starts, right? If you're, a framer and you're complaining about your life every single day and you keep going back to that life, hammering, and you're not looking at any alternatives, you're not doing anything else, you're insane. Because you're complaining about doing this and you keep doing this every day and you don't do anything differently or attempt to try anything differently. You guys understand that? Okay. So it's a rut. I tell you, it's more than a rut. It's that mindset thing. So first things first, I love my job, but I want more. You can't love your job and want more. There's no such thing. I can tell you that right now. If you love what you are doing in life 100% and you're satisfied in all facets of your life because of it, then there's no point. There's no point in doing anything else. You've already grounded yourself to what you are looking for in your life, right? So, so we need to have everybody in here who's actually, for real, to have an open mind to look at things differently. How many people in here want to be part of the 3% rather than 97%? Type it in the chat roll if you're interested in being part of the 3% rather than the 97%. And believe me, I'm going to tell everyone right now, I'm going to tell everyone right now that the 3% work their ass off. This is not a get rich, going to do a little bit of something, money's going to come rolling in the door. That's just not how this operates. That's not how life works. I work every single day. I hustle, but guess what? I do it on my terms. Where I want, how I want, when I want, with my daughter, without my daughter, Mexico, wherever, right? All right, so a lot of you people want to be part of the 3%. Okay, perfect. So my first question to you guys, how many people in here right now have made an online purchase before? Type it in the chat roll if you've made an online purchase before. Type in the chat roll if you've made an online purchase before. Hopefully this is going to be a wake-up moment for you guys, because whenever I do this at the beginning, you guys should be like opening up this should be really eye-opening, because most of you guys don't think this way. Okay. And this is going to tell you why online marketing is such a, I call it the gravy train, the people that are hopping on it right now. It's where it's at. So how many people in here right now? Lots, not so much with cryptocurrency yet though. Yeah, no worries. He's obviously been here before because he knows all about cryptocurrency and I talk about that sometimes. So all you guys have made, I mean, everybody in here, if my boyfriend was cheating. I have just yesterday, in fact, to see if my boyfriend was cheating. All right. Okay, Ashley. That's TMI for me. Move on. So all of you guys have made online purchases before. Pretty much safe to say almost every single person in this room. So now my next question is, how many people in here know somebody who's in the trades, know somebody that works in retail, in sales, pilots, doctors? How many people are those, or know people, you know, in the average jobs, like everyday jobs out there, right? No matter what, how many people know? How many people know people in those fields? Type it in the chat room. I know lots. All right. So we're going to see, this should be an eye opener, like literally an eye opener to you. To me, if this was brought to my attention, I'd be like, holy shit, I need to do something different right now. So it's pretty safe to say that everyone knows somebody that's doing it, or they're doing themselves those regular jobs. So the next question is, how many of you in this room right now are earning a full-time income online, or know somebody that's doing that right now? Type it in the chat room if you know somebody, or if you currently yourself are building a full-time online income. Type it in the chat room. And there's a reason that I ask these questions, guys. This isn't just for like, you know, shits and giggles. This should like wake the fuck up. You know, 5 years ago when I got into this, I was waking the fuck up. So we're going to see lots of people. All right. So it's pretty much safe to say that absolutely no one in here knows somebody. I mean, there might be the odd person that knows somebody, or currently isn't building a full-time online income. So let me ask you this. Is anybody picked up on why I'm asking for this? I'd like to see this. I'd like to see if someone's actually picked up on why I'm asking these questions, and if they've actually picked it up. Does anyone know why I asked this? And if you've been to this workshop before, don't answer. Type it in the chat room if you think you know why I asked these questions. To see if R is real, be replaced by no. All right, so I'll just tell you guys. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because you guys are all making fucking online purchases. You know everybody that's working traditional jobs, but not one of you guys is currently working online. Do you guys not see the parody of what's happening here? You guys are literally buying yourselves out of jobs. We are humans that try and make our lives easier. But we don't realize what we do on the back end by making our lives that much simpler, right? So we're all making online purchases, but no one works online. But if I go to a retail store and I buy something, I always knew somebody was in the retail. If I go to a car place, I know a mechanic. I know people in construction. I know all these people, but I don't know anybody. I mean, now I do, but not before. I didn't know anybody that worked online. But here I was going on Amazon. I would book my flights online. You know, I mean, look, guys, look at how many like storefront flight places, vacation places. I mean, I remember back when I was younger, there used to be tons. Now there's like a few. There's like Flight Center, all that stuff, because everyone's booking online, right? So how many of you guys got an aha moment out of that? I know for me, when I seen that, I was like, holy shit. I'm buying everything online, but I don't work online, and I don't know anyone that works online, which means all the money is going somewhere. Guys, there's more millionaires and billionaires made online every single day. And if you don't, most of my income comes from my advertising online. Yeah, it is crazy. Because this is something that you wouldn't be like a crazy before, because, you know, if I asked this question, if you knew somebody who did drywall, or if you knew somebody who did construction or forestry, you would know somebody, or you'd know somebody that knows somebody, or you were part of it. So this is a wake up call, guys. And, you know, ding, ding, ding. Yeah. So it's usually a wake up call for everybody. It's usually like almost everybody that I know, that's a wake up call, right? Because traditional ways of doing business has definitely changed. So my next question for everybody in the room right now, lights on, Danielle. Nice. Good job. My next question to everybody in the room right now, how many people right now take advice from other people? Type it in the chat room. This actually changed my life, guys. I'm going to tell you this. I'm giving you literally the secret to changing my life. Like literally to change my life. This should be the number one thing that you need to start. This should be another aha moment for you guys. I know it was a big aha for me, because I was like, yeah, of course, I always take advice from people. Yeah, perfect. All right, awesome. So everyone takes advice from, who doesn't? Yes. All right, so everyone does. So my next question to you is, not stupid people. Well, it depends on, I mean, that is very subjective, the word stupid. Any advice helps. I'm always, no, that's not true. That's where there's going to be a big change, Danielle. So the next question that I have for everyone here. Of those people that you guys are all taking this advice from, are they currently living the life that you want? Does it necessarily mean just financially? No. Does it mean if someone's giving you relationship advice, do they have the relationships that you strive for? If they have a career or job or whatever, and they're giving you advice on that, do they have the career in life? Are they living the lifestyle that you want? Are they doing the things that you want, right? You're going to see all 5 of my mentors live the life I want. Perfect. No, what you're going to see that almost all of them, including myself, and I made massive mistakes, like state mistakes that I was blind to. I was totally blind to. Yes, they're living a good life. Living a good life doesn't mean that they're living the life that you want to. Because I can tell you right now, somebody who over there who's got an $800,000 home and it's got 4 cars in the thing, and they work 60, 70 hours a week or whatever, most people might look and go, oh, that's a great life. To me, I'm like, fuck, that's not my life. To be honest, anybody can give you advice, but at the end of the day, you choose what you ever want to do. So here was a game changer for me. Okay. So I used to take advice from lots of people. People would give me advice on my marriage, relationships. They'd give me advice on money, on my career, on my jobs. And it wouldn't matter if it was my ex-wife. It didn't matter if it was my mom. It wouldn't matter if it was, your pastor. It wouldn't matter who it was, right? Everyone's giving you advice, and you're absorbing all this information, and you're choosing whether or not to take it, or you do take it, right? So here's the biggest problem that you're going to learn, or this is the biggest problem that I learned. All these people that were giving me advice, none of them were living the lifestyle. I had people that were, had 2 divorces, who had gone through boyfriends, girlfriends, who has never had a relationship. They're all giving me advice on relationships. I've had people financially give me advice, and they're broke as a joke. They don't have a car, or they don't have a house. They don't have whatever. I've had people careers, the careers that nothing that I would even want to. And it wasn't until 5 years ago when I had a wake up call that I seen, it opened my eyes, and I was like, holy shit. If I take the advice from all these people, and it doesn't matter if it's your wife, it doesn't matter if it's your kids, it doesn't matter if it's your mom, your dad, and all that kind of stuff like that. If I take advice from these people, and these people aren't living the life or having the relationships that I want, I'm going to take their advice, and I'm going to get exactly what they got. You guys fucking realize that? This should be an eye-opener. I mean, it took me a long time and a lot of pride to actually come out and say that for a long time, and I didn't realize it. And it's hilarious because, and I talk to people all the time. Oh, I got to talk to my wife, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. And that's fantastic. I believe in great relationships with your mom, your parents, your wife, whatever, right? But here's my problem. If those people aren't living the life, or you're not living the life with them, or your parents aren't living the life that you were living them, and you want something different, if you take their advice, you're going to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. Do you know how insane that is? Well, we're not even cognitive of most of us. That's what I mean. Guys, we never looked at it that way. I was blind, man. I was totally blind. Now, when I sit down and I have a conversation with somebody and they're sitting there giving me advice on anything, the first thing I do is I identify and I look at them and I see, what's your relationship with your wife? What's your relationship with your kids? If you're giving me advice on kids, counting stuff. And then I'll look at your business, whatever it is. And if they're sitting there, going away at me and giving me all this advice and stuff like that, and the advice they're giving to me, I notice that they're not living the lifestyle that I want. It's literally like in my ear. It's like blah, blah, blah. I'm off in la la land somewhere else. I'm not even listening to it. And I'll tell you why I'm not listening to it, because they're not adding any value in my life. None. Zero. Nada. And actually they're inhibiting it by actually me absorbing information from these people that is not going to get me the results that I want. You have to analyze these people. You need to do that, guys. So how many people get that? How many people in this room actually got a little bit of an aha moment from that? Because I know for me, that was a big aha moment. Didn't even think about it. Talk to mom, talk to dad, talk to this, your wife, whatever. It didn't matter what it was. And you know what? When you start thinking that way, you'll start doing stuff differently, because when somebody has those results and they give you the advice and you follow it, there's one truth to that. There's one thing that will happen. If you do exactly what they do, you will get the exact same fucking results. That's true. It don't matter. Ask any of these people here. I mentor them. I help them. I say, hey, this is what to do. And they just literally do it. And it's funny. What ends up happening? They get the exact same fucking results. That's all there is to it. It's very simple. And guys, that's it, guys. It's so simple. When you start taking advice from people that have the results you're looking for, and you truly start getting mentorship from those people, everything in your life will change. Everything. And everything in my life changed. I went from being envious of this kid that was working at Freedom 55, all of a sudden one day doing online marketing and driving in Lamborghinis and traveling all around the world, who had zero technical background, to going, holy fuck, I need to start finding out who these people are. I need to surround myself with them, and I need to start listening to what they're talking about. And I need to get involved with it. And as soon as I did that, the whole, oh shit, online marketing. Oh, it's probably a scam. Oh, it's hard. Oh, we don't know how to, everything changed, man. I've never seen anything like it, man. It opened my eyes to a whole other realm, a whole other world. I can tell you right now, each and every single one of these people weren't 100% sure how it worked until all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, boom, they made their first amount of money that they made online, and it made it so surreal. It made it so surreal. And then once you do it once, you can do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then once that's done, it's like, guys, I mean, honestly, do you guys find it that difficult now? Not at all. It honestly isn't.
No, it's easy now.
So that's it. So I just want everyone to do it. And I start out these workshops this way, right? Because if you're one of those people that is super skeptical and isn't up for looking at things completely different, then this isn't for you. If you think that my swearing is so bad and that, you need to be prim and proper and all that kind of stuff, I write my own fucking life. I choose who the hell I want to work with, when I want to work with. And I like to work with people that are awakened. That's what I like to call it. Awakened to something different, something better than average. Because average, I can tell you right now, fucking sucks. Work 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire and live off 40% of the income that you couldn't live off in the first place. That sucks. And then on top of it, you can't even go and travel and do anything because you're 63 years old and you're in your end of your ears, your knees hurt, your back hurts. Everything's changed. My golden years are right now. Right? So, how many people in this room right now are ready for a fucking change? How many of you guys are hyped up now? Usually at this point, I'm 63, watch it. Perfect. That girl, 63-year-old woman, ready. You are who you should have to change. You are to impress people. It's your life, your choice. All right. Perfect. All right. So how many people in this room would be willing to be mentored, and take advice from me? How many people? I've been able to create 7 figures every year since I started in online marketing. I have several different ventures that I do, and it's all online marketing related. About to open up my office. The game plan, the construction guys are on site now, so I'm super pumped about that. Perfect. All right. Next question. How many people in this room right now would take advice from Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg? I would, all day long. All day long. I actually do take advice from, well, more Mark Zuckerberg than anything, but everyone in here would. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to put up an article, and Caitlin, can you just put up a poll? All right, guys. I'm about to put in this room. I'm going to wake everyone up here. These are like some of the most elite people in the world, you know, the number 5 and number 1 wealthiest people in the world that are all about online, whether it be, actually they're into everything, man. Actually, I was just watching something just recently, how they're all getting into anti-aging and like investing millions of dollars in how to live longer. All right. So I just put up an article in there. So this article, what is this? This is Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg on May 16th. They both did keynotes. I don't know if it was on the 16th that both of them done, but this article was written, and they both did 2 different keynotes, and they did them separately. And basically what they both said was that anybody, I mean, pretty much anybody under $30 an hour, there's an 83% chance that your job is going to be replaced. I'm not shitting you. You guys will all take advice from them. You can look up this article. It's real. It's not, there's nothing fake about it. These are exactly what they said. But 83% of you guys, anybody making under $30 an hour. So we're about to put a poll up to see where everyone is in, where everyone's at in this group financially. We don't know by name. It doesn't log anything. It just is a blind statistic. And this will give us another ding, 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 right? So yeah, they're going to be replaced by automation. It doesn't necessarily just mean robots, but automated. And, you know, I was a skeptic to complete automation overall. I even thought construction wasn't going to be automated until I was scrolling through Facebook one day and I seen a fucking house being built by a 3D printer. No shit. Literally a 3D printer. It was like a 500 square foot house in 24 hours, was put up, done, built, in and out. You don't need a bunch of construction guys anymore. You guys understand that? Each and every single one of you guys. And if you don't think that your job is going to be automated, you're crazy, because the 2 smartest people in the two of the smartest people and 2 of the people that you all said that you would take advice from are telling you that if you don't get out what you're doing right now, you're going to be fucked. Pardon my French. And the one thing that you're going to remember, any of you guys that don't walk away and do something different that you're not happy with right now, you're going to go back one day and one thing's going to happen. Your job's going to be replaced, and you're going to remember this fucking webinar on, what's the date today? On Monday, July 17th at 6:40, Jeff Hughes told you that Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates wrote an article and told you that all your jobs are going to be automated. And guess what? The funny thing is those fuckers are the ones that are actually doing the actual automation. They're the ones creating the program and the software along with a bunch of other guys to automate it. Guys, it's crazy. So, and what does that mean? That means more wealth to the 3% and less for the other 97%, right? Now, we can all complain, whine, oh, that sucks, and da-da-da, or we can actually do something different. You can do something different. Fuck doing what everyone else is doing. No one else out there. I mean, it's probably 0.2% of the population is doing online marketing. Probably 0.2. And they're making billions of dollars online. Billions. It's crazy. So I'm going to do one more thing, and then I'm going to give you guys, each and every person in here, an opportunity that's crazy. An opportunity to change their lives, just like these people and hundreds of other people have.
Want to know the results?
Yes, I do.
So 19% makes $40 and above. So 80% makes below 40.
So 80% of you people, 83% of your jobs are going to be replaced. That's crazy.
Arjun.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Oh, hold on. I'm going to share my screen with everyone, and I'm actually going to give a beginning keynote. This one kind of sends, there's a lot of cool stuff that Mark Zuckerberg talks about with universal income and fair wage and stuff like that. And here's reality. These are things that are not in front of us right now. These are things that, you know, a philanthropist and people talk about how they want the world to operate. And that's great. I love the idea. It gives me chills listening to it. It's how the world, you know, could be and should be. But here really right now, it's not. One thing that is automation. And I can tell you right now that online marketing and purchasing online, and everyone talks about, oh, it's the future. It's not. It's right now. It's happening right now. It already is here, guys. There's so many retail stores. Walmart's hurting right now. There's so many places. Amazon is the king. It's valued more than Walmart now. It's valued more than Walmart. So I'm going to share my screen quickly, and I'm going to show you a keynote, and then I'm going to give you guys, everybody who took the time here to come tonight, I'm going to give you guys a crazy opportunity. Here you are. One of the smartest men in the world and one of the richest.
Is going to have to deal with tens of millions of jobs replaced.
Here, I'll start from the beginning.
Our generation is going to have to deal with tens of millions of jobs replaced by automation like self-driving cars and trucks. But we have the potential to do so much more than that. There is something wrong with our system when I can leave here and make billions of dollars in 10 years while millions of students can't even afford to pay off their loans, let alone start a business. If I had to support my family growing up instead of having the time to learn how to code, if I didn't know that I was going to be fine if Facebook didn't work out, then I wouldn't be standing up here today. And if we're honest, we all know how much luck we've had to get to this point in our lives. And now it's time for our generation to define a new social contract. We should have a society that measures progress not just by economic metrics like GDP, but by how many of us have a role we find meaningful. We should explore ideas like universal basic income to make sure that everyone has a cushion to try new ideas. And we're all going to make mistakes. So we need a society that's less focused on locking us up and stigmatizing us when we do. And as our technology keeps on evolving, we need a society that is more focused on providing continuous education through our lives. And yes, giving everyone the freedom to pursue purpose isn't going to be free. People like me should pay for it. And a lot of you are going to do really well, and you should too.
All right. They have tested 18-wheeler. It's automated. Actually, right now, Uber has beta testing in Pittsburgh with fleets of cars that are going to be literally taxi, no drivers. It's already going on. So this is a guy that's telling you right now, automation's on the way. He's the key there. He's going to talk. He talked about, you know, the philanthropist part of it and about how, you know, universal and him paying and stuff like that. But reality is that's not anywhere near what's happening right now, and it's not something that you can rely on. What you can rely on is yourself, internet, laptop, stuff that's currently happening right now. And reality is online marketing is the key to it. So before I pop into the last little bit of getting into the nuts and bolts of this and who I am and where I came from, I'm going to ask you guys a value question. How many people in this room think that there's value and people deserve to be paid for teaching other people how to do stuff? You know, so I guess my question to you is, how many people in this room think that 129 bucks being mentored by a 7-figure earner and duplication with lots of support, training, and background is too much money? Or do you think that this is something that you'd be willing to do? Type it in the chat room. Do you think 129 bucks, one-time payment, never pay again, with full automation, full help, full training, people available? I mean, each one of these people talk to me all the time. All the time. Perfect. 100%. So we'll see the legit people and see what it is. Okay. So here's reality. I've laid out everything in front of you guys. I've been able to duplicate over and over and over again. They're all following my advice, and I could keep going on and on. We could keep refreshing the screen with new faces over and over and over again. And everything's about duplication. So I told everyone here, if you do exactly what the person who has living the lifestyle that you want, and if they laid out a roadmap for you to do it and you do exactly, you're going to get the same result. So you'll get the exact same results as everyone else will get just by doing the exact same things. Does it mean that there's no work that needs to be done? Absolutely not. That's never the case. Does it mean that it's going to be like great and wonderful all the time? No, not at all. But I like to create this analogy for you. If you have a map and you follow that map, you will always get to your destination. Does it mean that there won't be a roadblock? Does it mean that there won't be a landslide? Does it mean that there won't be traffic backed up like my way to Vancouver? I sat in traffic for 3 friggin' hours because there was an accident. Drives you nuts. But the people that don't give up and understand that it's a lesson that you learned. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? I learned something from this. I learned that there's actually a back route that I could have went and turned around, went back, and gone the Fraser Highway and drove all the way around and wouldn't have had to sit for 3 hours. I learned something from that. So I know that for next time, right? It added something to my toolbox, right? That's it. It's a lesson, right? We don't call them mistakes. We call them lessons. They're things that you learn. And everything that I've been able to do, I've learned a lot of lessons, and I've been able to pass down those lessons to these people so they don't make the same, I guess, I don't like to call it mistake. They don't have to learn that lesson. It's already learned and done. And that's what duplication is all about. That's what all duplication is all about. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I told you guys all that I'm going to give you guys an opportunity over and above what I normally do. So for any of you people in here that actually sees value in this, and by the way, just so you guys know, everyone in here knows, whenever you join us, I'm so confident that our formula works and produces results that I don't give a shit about keeping your money. If for any reason within 30 days on this program in any way, shape, or form, this isn't for you, you can have your money back. How many people offer that kind of shit? Sounds pretty cocky, but I know it works, and everyone here knows it works. They all do. They did the same thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see where all you guys are at. I'm going to give you guys a 10-minute window at the beginning of this for real action, real players, real people that want to actually make a change in their life, who say that they're serious about making a change. I'm going to give you guys a 10-minute window to pick up on this for 99 bucks. So Caitlin's going to throw it up in the window for 10 minutes. So for the next 10 minutes, everybody who says that they're for real and they're action takers and want to hop on and want to make a change and want to do something different. And sure, we haven't got through what the pillars look like and all that kind of stuff, but I think you guys should all pretty much know that I'm fucking for real. I don't mess around. I have a lot of passion behind it, and I could give a rat's ass about your fucking money. I really could. Whether it's 99 bucks or 129 bucks is not going to change my life. Okay? But I can tell you it'll change yours. And that's all there is to it. So everybody in here, this is an education program like no other that has results that are unheard of in the industry, bar none, by just following this formula. So strap on, hop in, get moving. Let's see if everyone throw down. Let's see how many serious people. So it doesn't matter, Kimmy, if you don't have it right now. Come up with 129 bucks. Every single person in here, if you're actually serious about making a change in your life, whether it be 99 bucks or 129 bucks, you can do it. How much did I say? I said for the next 10 minutes, you're going to have it for 99 bucks US. I have cash, but I don't have a bank card. Well, David, I'm sure you could reach out to one of these people, Caitlin or whoever, someone could reach out to David and maybe work out email money transfer or something like that if you're in Canada. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, and just for us and for the sake of doing it, everybody that's hopped on for the 99 bucks, type in the chat roll that you did. You know, it gives momentum. Momentum's important, right? It shows that you're serious. You're making a statement. Yes, somebody can help you, Kimmy. Don't worry. That's what the whole point of this is. So if you hopped on for the 99 bucks, hop on. Otherwise, what's going to happen is at the end of this 10 minutes, it's going to roll all the way to the end, and it's going to be 129 bucks. It's still refundable regardless. And here's why you want to hop on now rather than later, or hop on by the end of this webinar for the 129 bucks. Because really, at the end of the day, the difference between 99 and 129 is a dinner out. And for one-time cost the rest of your life, I mean, geez, that's nothing. But here's reality. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep the program at the 129 bucks. It was 99, then it went up to 129. And to be perfectly honest, there's so much value at a one-time cost. Most of you guys have gone out on a one night and blew that much money on something that you didn't educate yourselves or went to university. The biggest waste of money. 73% of people don't actually end up using their degree. That's sad. And thousands and thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, trillions in the United States and billions in Canada in student loan debt. And only 27% of you guys are actually doing anything with it. And we don't even know what the statistics are on that 20%, 27% and how much money they make for the medium versus what they got to pay back in student loans and everything else. All right, can I borrow 99? No. We do not lend out money. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to power through this as fast as possible. All right, guys. I'm going to show you guys how to start your own online business that pays you enough to fire your boss. And the great thing about it is you don't need to be a tech expert, and you need no prior online experience. I'm going to show you guys how a bankrupt guy with a 9th grade education fired his boss in 15 days and how you can build a 6-figure online income, quit your job, and live life on your terms. A little bit about me. I'm known for having a passion for helping others build a life of freedom. That's pretty apparent. I am the creator of Infinite Freedom, and my mission is to help out as many people just like you quit their jobs and build a 6-figure online income. Over the past 5 years, I've personally earned 7 figures online, and during the past 3 years, I've helped over 50 people, and it's actually hundreds now, build 6-figure online incomes and 2 7-figure income earners. My online business has allowed me to live a life of infinite freedom. What is my life of infinite freedom? Well, my life of infinite freedom involves my family. Those are my 3 oldest kids. That's my sister and her daughter. And my biggest thing was to be able to spend more time with them, not be a slave to corporate America, and to be able to travel. Before I started my online business, I was all those things, and I never could travel. So that there is a picture of Machu Picchu, which is one of the 5 wonders of the world in Peru. I never would have been able to go there had I not had my online marketing business, and that was actually taken from my cell phone. That's from the presidential suite in the Bellagio. That's the water thing, the water show that they have. That's Tropical Vacation. And about 1.5 years into my online business, I was able to buy my dream car when I was growing up. I always thought about having a Porsche 911 Turbo, and I was able to do it. Now, there's a reason I show this, and this isn't to show you about all the crazy shit that I have and all the things I've been able to do. This is to show you guys that the only difference between me and you, because I have no online education, I have no background, I have none of that stuff. The only difference between me and you is the fact that I took action 5 years ago. And you can actually paint this very same picture, whatever it is that, you know, makes your life go around. Do this. So somebody who's been bankrupt, who has a 9th grade education, was able to do this for himself. And there was nothing magical. The only magic, though, is that I was willing to listen to people that had the results that I was looking for, and I was able to put it into action. And I was able to overcome and persevere as little road bumps happen. That's it. So here's what you're going to learn during this workshop. How to start your own online business so you can create true freedom and fire your boss for good. How to get started today without any prior experience so you can start making money quickly. How anyone can plug in and get paid by using our system that's 90% automated. And the new way to build an online business that can pay you as much as $2,700 per sale. And there's tons more. So why is this important to right now? Most of what you've seen about making money online is dead wrong, guys. You know, I have a model myself. If I see people like flashing like $100 bills, ATM machines, driving Lamborghinis, Porsches, in my mind, if they need to bring in those type of people, if that's what they're selling people, and creating that, you know, all you need to do is this little bit for that much, I know that it's too good to be true. Does it mean that every scenario in life is too good to be true? No. But I can tell you right now, what they're preying on is lottery winners. That's what I like to call them, lottery winners. People who want to put a little something in and going to get a huge amount of results. And here's reality. And this is a true stat. You can look it up. Most people that have won the lottery in their life, millions of dollars, whatever, most of them, almost all of them, are broke or bankrupt shortly after doing it. You want to know why? Because they have no pride or appreciation in earning it, and they have no idea how to deal with it. None. So if you have those lottery winning type mentality, this is not going to be for you. So you might as well get off right now. It's hard to build up enough money for retirement with a normal job, let alone to pay the day-to-day bills. Guys, the internet is still young, and the action takers of today will absolutely be the millionaires of tomorrow. And the great thing about it is your lack of prior experience is never going to hold you back. Guys, look at mine. None. I'm going to show you guys why. So is this for you? If you're tired of waking up to an alarm clock every day just to get a job that you can't stand, this is for you. If you're struggling to pay bills and you're sick and tired of living a life of never having enough, this is for you. If you want to travel, then hell, this is for you. If you want to be your own boss, no brainer. If you want to spend more time with your family and have the money to do the things you want in life, this is for you. And that one's in bold because that's what this was all about, was being able to spend more time with them, go to the weekend, go on the weekend to Vancouver, go to Puerto Vallarta, hang out with my daughter. I have the craziest bond with my little girl now because I've been with her side by side with her from the time she was born. I mean, she's going to be 1 on August 8th. And I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for my online business, does it mean that I don't hustle and work hard every single day? No. But I'm here with her all the time. I'm beside her. I get to hold her. And that bond is super tight. Like I've never had I'm basically making up for what I didn't have with my other kids. If you've got no nest egg or retirement, you want to make sure you and your loved ones have a secure future. This is for you. If you're worried about failing because you don't have a lot of experience, this is for you. You're going to discover that this online business is 90% automated, which makes it easy for anyone to see success. Ground rules, guys. I kind of went over them in the beginning. This is no push a button and get rich. This is not Staples with the easy button. You will not make $1 million in 2 weeks. If you're a time waster or a tire kicker, or you don't want to be active, or if you've got that negative background or whatever, your mindset's not there. And if your mindset's not there, there's nothing you can do in life. There's somebody very famous. His name's Henry Ford. He's got a famous saying. I love it. I kind of live by it. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, both are correct. So if your mind already is at the fact that you think you can't, or your mind is already at that it's a scam, or your mind that this seems too good to be true, if you're already there, it's already there. You're already looking for a reason for it not to work. My results are not typical. Having said that, guys, most people that start an online business or a regular business fail. And a guy smarter than I have, who's worked with multimillionaires all around the world, has the true statistics. 95% of all businesses within the first 5 years fail. So that means the longer you're in business, up to 5 years, the odds are you're going to fail. 5% don't. And usually I ask everybody why. I'm just going to get right to the point. There's a reason why they fail. Number one, roadblocks, lessons. They're not willing to take the lessons and then hop up and keep going. Michael Jordan was that one guy. He was kicked off his high school basketball team. All that stuff. And a lot of people, most people, that's why Michael Jordan's the best, is the best in my eyes as basketball, best in the world, is because he took that as a driving force to continue to get better. A lot of people get stuff and then they have it put in front of them. And a little thing, puts a little nudge in there and their whole world crumbles. Their whole world crumbles. So that 5%, they're willing to push through in lessons. Now, there is an anomaly in this. And I'll tell you what the anomaly is. Oh, and by the way, the answer is structure. And the reason that most of those businesses, most of the businesses fail is because they don't have structure at all. The 5% is structure. They've built up, they've learned their lessons. They've been able to, rewrite how they do their business according to learning those lessons, and they've created structure, right? So the anomaly to that is having something already in structure creates a higher success rate for people. So, and I'll tell you why. And I'll show you why, and I'll actually give you an even example. So, franchises. Franchises are significantly more expensive to start. You have to pay them royalties. You got to pay them fees. You have to do all this stuff. But the difference between starting up a franchise and starting up your own business is the franchise is a structure already in place. They have everything in place. You know, if it's a restaurant, Chili's, whatever, they've been able to duplicate it over and over again. They've been able to make sure that they're financially stable and they're making profits. They've been able to duplicate it over and over and over again. Now, the expense of starting probably a Chili's is probably very expensive. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million, right? But with that, they give you a book. They give you a structured book, and they say, this is how it's done. Oh, by the way, all your advertising, we take care of that. Oh, your floor plans for your store, this is what it's going to look like. Oh, this is all the tasks and jobs that each one of your employees got to do. Oh, all your food and all your recipes already all done for you. Oh, the menu, it's done for you. All you need to do is follow our click by click or follow our book by book training, and you'll be successful. And the funny thing is when you do it, guess what? You become successful. And that's why this program has become so successful, is because we already have the system where the lessons have been learned, and I sort of like to call it like a franchise. It's already structured. You just need to follow it. You don't need to go out there and be like, I'm going to go start my business and then have all those lessons, and then they'll have those things, those little things break you down so that you quit. That's why most businesses fail. You quit. You don't have enough in you to push back. You're not listening to people that have the results. And that's it. So how many people get that? Does that make sense to a lot of people? The difference between a structured business and a non-structured business, and why franchises have a higher success rate than an average guy going out and starting his own business. How many people understand that? Type it in the chat roll if you understand that. We getting anybody replying on that? Caitlin?
Just not yet, the delay.
Probably a delay.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard says, understood. Patty says, I do. Steven says, yes. Philip says, it makes good sense. Neil, I understand. David, 10-4. Donna, yes, I understand.
Perfect. So, I mean, it's not rocket science, guys. It's all statistics. Things are laid down. I mean, you look up all the statistics. Franchises are far more they predominantly have less failures than somebody who starts a business, because they already have a structure in place and they have a team and they have something that's been duplicated over and over and over again, and all you have to do is follow what it is. Our system's proven to convert, and you are literally the only variable in this. So shocking confession, not much at all, really. I have an advantage over almost everyone here right now. I've been doing this for the past years, and I absolutely have a name in the industry, but it wasn't always like this. My dad wasn't around. He wouldn't even admit that I was his son. Boo-hoo, poor me. I dropped out of school after the 9th grade. Oh, that sucks. I jumped around from drywall work, selling cars, learning to sell cell phones, all without much success. Poor me, once again, hard knock life. Finally, I got a decent job selling advertising, but I had to travel all over North America. So I created a story in my head. My dad wasn't around. I'm not good enough. So I dropped out of school, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to run around and I'm going to go work at all these different places. And by the way, the whole time, I'm literally taking advice from myself and taking advice from people that don't have any of the results that I'm looking for. And then finally, I had a knack for sales. So I finally did get a job selling advertising, but I had to travel all over the place, right? I never got to see my kids or my wife at the time, and it got even worse. I missed all my kids' school events and sporting games. I was only at home for a few hours on the weekend, and if you don't know what that feels like, it hurt. That was a big thing, i.e. why I'm explaining with my relationship with my little girl. My marriage was failing, and ultimately it did. And even though I was working all week, I still didn't make enough money. I ended up filing for a bankruptcy, and I honestly didn't see how I'd ever turn things around. I already give you guys what happened. I heard about a guy I'd done business with in the cell phone industry making a ton of money online. And I wasn't listening. Once again, I was angry. I was annoyed that this guy was making all this money. I had envy. I'm sure there's a lot of people in this room that have had envy. And I created a story in my head that he was only being successful because he was ripping off people, right? Oh, he's online. He's ripping people off. He's scamming them all, right? Lamborghinis, traveling around the world. I actually thought he was going into internet cafes, to be perfectly honest. The exact same. Thought he was going into internet cafes and like scamming people's money in some kind of scam. That's the story I made. I had no idea, had no research, didn't know anything about it, but that's the story I created to make myself feel good why he was successful, and it made me feel good that, oh, he's doing something shady, so that's why I wouldn't do it. Finally, I changed it. I decided, I was like, holy fuck, I'm insane. I need to start listening to people that have the results. I need to find out what the fuck he's doing. So he got me on a live workshop, same concepts as this, but a whiteboard and a conference room. And I started my online business that very day, and I never looked back, guys. Everything in my life changed. I started making more money, more than I had ever had in my whole entire life, and very quickly. I had time to spend with my kids, my loved ones, and my friends, and I fired my boss within 15 days of getting started with my online business, guys. There's a reason for my success, and most successful people, they have the same thing. I was desperate for a change. I was willing to do anything to be a better father. That's my why, and be there for the people that depended on me. And I plugged into a simple system, and I followed it step by step. So now we're going to rock and roll, and we're going to actually show you exactly what's generated my 7 figures online and how it works, and how like multiple large corporations, some of the top marketers, if not the top marketers in the world, are all using this same concept. So number 1, you have to find a product that people want or a service. Number 2, you have to create a sales funnel that converts. And number 3, you need to find high quality traffic. If you're missing any of those, you do not have an online business. A product that people want. Did you know that 9 out of 10 times a purchase is made online, someone is getting paid a commission? This normally happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you don't even know this is happening. What if, guys, I could show you guys how to get the right offers in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning that commission, it was you? What would it look like if I could show you guys a duplicatable system where you guys don't have to worry about doing all these crazy shit to try and figure it out, and make it so that you can start earning commissions very fast? Here's some examples of some actual networks that pay out commissions, those 9 out of 10. These are no networks or companies that I work with. These are just examples. You can look them up and see what they're all about. They're called affiliate networks that pay them out. I do not work with, I'm not assimilated. These are just examples. And here's some examples of actual offers and commissions. There's any facet of categories that you could look online, whether it be in YouTube, Yahoo, Google, Facebook, you name it. There's always somebody that's putting an ad up looking to get, looking for you to get a response, whether collect your email, whether or not you make a purchase or whatever, or a lead. Practical Home Business Size, $4.86. Easy Guide to Successful Herb Gardening. I mean, there's medical, there's dental offices. I mean, there's tons of places that are out there that are looking for advertising, that are paying professionals money to do this. Creating a sales funnel that converts. What is a sales funnel? A sales funnel takes people from being interested in something to making a buying decision. The goal is to convert cold traffic into raving buyers. If you create a sales funnel that converts, it's like printing your own money. Now, obviously silly. How many of you guys would trade $5 for $100? Everyone in the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass you over to Caitlin. Caitlin's a little bit over a year now. She's become very good at the sales funnel thing, how autoresponders work. So what she's going to do is she's going to break down what it would look like. And the great thing about it, I just want to let everyone know, for that $99 for you that jumped in place at the beginning, for the $99, and whoever's jumping in at the $129, I'm just going to let everyone know right now, all the tools come with this as well. So part of our system includes the tools, and you're going to see how expensive the tools are. Upwards of, just for 4 of them, $1,700 a year. And if you used Infusionsoft, it would be a lot more. But I'm going to show she's going to show you guys how it all works, break it down. It might be a little over the head for some of you guys. Don't worry about it. This is, I mean, obviously we can't go super in depth over the next, we'd be here for, days trying to teach people how to do this. But she's going to break it down, and she's going to dumb it down for you, and she's going to show you the secret digital economy, how Facebook is selling and Google, Yahoo, they're all doing the same thing. They're selling your interests and your information, what you do for work, to advertisers so that they can target you. And that's how we're making $5 for 100. So I'm going to pass you over to her, and then she's going to show you guys some stuff. There should be some aha moments, and you guys are going to figure out, whoa, I was just looking online at a travel agency, and then all of a sudden in my Google and my Facebook, all of a sudden there's all these travel offers. What's going on with that? Why all of a sudden do I see that? It's called retargeting, and they're doing it all the time. So I'm going to pass you over to Caitlin. Caitlin's going to share her screen, and she's going to show you guys some of this ninja shit.
Okay, let's share my screen. Give me a second here. Share screen. So the 3 pillars that Jeff talked about, you need a product, a sales funnel, and traffic. So first, the product. You need a high converting product that people actually want to buy. You can't just pick a product and hope it all goes well and make $1 million. That doesn't work. You have to promote products that people actually want to buy. And we focus on high commission products. We don't focus on little $4 products, because how many $4 products, or making $4 off a commission, how many of those products are you going to have to sell to make a large impact in your income, right? That's why we focus on high commission products, because then you don't have to sell as many of them to make as big of an impact in your income, right? You work in a leveraged way. You work smarter, not harder, right? So one example, I'm just going to show you an example of how this whole process works together. So we can find different products on affiliate networks like Jeff mentioned. This is ClickBank. So you can come on here and they have products for absolutely everything, for travel, for fitness, for golf, for gardening, for BizOps stuff. Let's see what comes up for travel. So work from home as a travel agent, you would make, every time you make a sale on this, you'd make $21.21. How to work in travel, $9.57. RV or motorhome comprehensive travel diary software. Let's see what we got here. Let's do fitness. No discount guide to fitness marketing. Every time I make a sale on this, I'd make $31. Survival Combat Fitness, $16.41. The official fitness model program, $20.20. So let's just say that I wanted to promote this product. I click promote, and I would make my account, and then I would get what's called an affiliate coded link. And you've probably seen this many times before, but you didn't know what it was. You just thought it was computer mumbo jumbo. So you might have seen something like Amazon.com/ID equals 587JKL235, blah, 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 blah. A big jumble of nonsense. So that jumble of nonsense actually means something. It's what's called an affiliate code that gets coded to you when you make an account for whatever company you're promoting or product you're promoting. So that code, when I go and take that and I put that into my marketing and somebody clicks it and purchases, that code tells the company that I'm promoting for that that purchase or that sale came from me, came from my marketing efforts. So I always want to take my affiliate coded link and go and put it into wherever I'm marketing on Facebook or YouTube or whatever I'm doing. So another example is Amazon. Like Jeff mentioned, Amazon is the biggest store, shopping store, bigger than Walmart, bigger than Best Buy, bigger than everything. Because how much easier is it to just sit in your pajamas on your couch and click around on your computer and have things shipped to your house, rather than getting in your car, finding parking, waiting in line, you know? And like, you think about going shopping on like Black Friday, or in Canada we have Boxing Day and stuff. Like, it's absolutely insane. You gotta go wait in like massive lines for hours. People are fighting and trampling over each other. People are getting injured. Like, why would you want to do that when you can get the exact same, if not better, deals from your computer and get more stuff from your computer than you can by going into the store and it gets delivered right to your house? And I don't have to go through any of that hassle of waiting in lines and getting in fights with people over stupid deals, right? So a lot of people think that all of the products on Amazon come from Amazon, and they do promote their own products, but a lot of people actually promote affiliate products on Amazon. So they find products from wherever and they use Amazon as like a promotion platform. So you see down here, you click, there's a bunch of different options. You can self-publish your own books, advertise your own products if you have a product of your own, or you can become an affiliate. So see, you just create an account and whatnot, and they explain how everything works. But obviously there's a little bit more to that. So the next part of it is having a high converting sales funnel. And now there's a couple different parts to this. So when you guys came here, you guys saw a website that looked very similar to this, maybe a different picture, slightly different writing, but ultimately it was kind of similar to this. Now, back in the day, it used to be very complex to be able to create something like this. You would have to know HTML, you'd have to know coding, you would have to have some technical experience to be able to create something that looked nice and worked properly. But now, we can leverage softwares to do this hard work for us. We use a software called Lead Pages that does all the coding and everything for us. Now we have templates that we can use and customize to be whatever we want them to be. We can make them customizable to absolutely any product we want and be unique to us. So I would come on here and I'd create an account and I would just scroll through here and find a template that I liked. So let's just say I liked this one. Give it a second to load here. Sometimes this takes a minute because I have a million tabs open on my computer. Come on. So when I do this, I want whatever my product is, I want my, what we actually call it a landing page. There's a bunch of different names for it actually. There's a landing page, squeeze page, opt-in page, but essentially what it is it's a page like this where people can put their name and email into. So I want it to be congruent with, so say I'm gonna do this official fitness model program. I want my page to be congruent with exactly that. I want it to tell, I want the page to explain exactly what people are getting before they put their name and email in. So they can come to this page, see, you guys knew exactly what, if you saw a page like this, you knew exactly what you're getting before you entered your name and email. You guys were signing up for a workshop to learn about an online business, right? So I want to do the exact same thing here. Once this loads, it's taken forever. So I want people to know that they're going to get some kind of fitness model program on this. Come on. Holy moly, this is taking forever. Okay, well, anyways. So I want a page like this. And when people put their name and email in here, this page doesn't save any information for me. Oh, it looks like it worked now. There we go, of course. As soon as I always go off of it, then it decides to work. So, fit example, maybe. Hopefully this doesn't take forever. There we go. So see now everything on this page is customizable. So if I had my own logo, I could put that up here. If I wanted to delete it, I could just delete it. Of course, I would want to get either go on Google or have my own photos made. I would want to put something fitness related. If I was doing this fitness product, I'd want to do something fitness related, and I would do the ultimate guide to women's fitness. Or whatever, what did the product say? Oh, fitness model program. Ultimate guide to.
Is that for Caleb? Caleb's going to be the fitness model?
Yeah. Caleb or Jackie. So anyways, I want this to be congruent with whatever page I was promoting. So this software, see, I can create my own buttons, I can do images, I can do absolutely anything to this. And it would be totally unique and congruent with my whatever product I'm promoting. So this page, this software doesn't save any information. It doesn't store any information. It just allows us, people who are not very technically sound, to play in the same league that people who are very technically sound. So it just makes it really easy to create pages like this, but it doesn't store any information. So when people put their name and email in here, we use something called an autoresponder. And so what that does is it, like the name says, it auto responds to people. So when people put their name and email in here, I'm not sitting here waiting for when watching my computer, watching for when people put their name and email in here and then me emailing them myself. I'm, again, leveraging softwares to do the hard work for me. And this is going to email people for me. Once this is all connected and set up, it runs. So whether I'm at the beach, I'm with my kids, I'm at the park, I'm traveling, I'm sitting on my couch watching a movie. These, once they're set up, are going to work for me. This is going to email every time somebody puts their name and email in here. This software is going to email them for me. So see, I go get started. And then again, I can use one of their templates, or I can come over here and I can make my own. So there we go. Here's your what is it called? Ultimate Fitness, Official Fitness Model Program. Here's your official fitness model program. So again, I want this email to be congruent. I need everything to match. So my product needs to match my sales page, and my sales page needs to match my autoresponder email so that people know exactly what they're getting. They know that this is the thing that they just opted in for. So go like that, go like this, bring a text box over here. And I can create an email to say absolutely anything I want. I want to talk about my product so people, again, know exactly what this email is for, because people get a million emails a day. So I want them to know exactly what this is for. And then again, I want to put my affiliate coded link that I got from over here. I want to put this in my email again because I always want to have people going back and viewing whatever product I'm promoting. So once I was done that, I would just go schedule or send, and it's going to give me an error because I haven't selected anybody to send it to yet, but I could schedule it for later today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or I could just send it right now. But do you see the power of this? Once this is set up, so I spend an hour or two or however long setting this up, and while I'm out living my life, these are working for me. This is the power of the internet and leveraging softwares and programs and things like that to do the hard work for you. Now, the last part of this is having high quality traffic that matches your offer, because if you're marketing to know everybody, you're marketing to no one. Not everybody is going to be interested in a fitness model program. So if I'm showing my offer or my product or whatever I'm doing to everyone, I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting my marketing dollars. Because if I'm putting my offer in front of people who have no interest in it and they're not going to buy, why would I do that? That makes no sense. I want to put my product in front of people who are highly likely to buy it, people who are interested in whatever I'm promoting, right? So this is Facebook's back office marketing platform. So this has nothing to do with your actual Facebook profile. This has nothing to do with how many friends and family you have on Facebook. It's totally separate. It's a totally different account. You see up here, it's business.facebook.com. So this is their marketing platform that they use. This is when you see a sponsored post or a sponsored ad in your newsfeed. This is how they're being created with this platform right here. So these are all the different types of ads that you can create. I'm not going to go into it right now just to save time. I'm just going to show you guys a quick example. So for this, we're going to do engagement, and then we're going to do post engagement and click continue. Now this is where the magic happens. This is where we get to pick who actually sees our ad and put our ad in front of people who are interested and highly likely to buy it. So for an example, I'm just going to do Canada, United States, Australia.
Hey, Caitlin, I can't. It looks frozen on the autoresponder. Do you guys see her Facebook one?
Oh, really? I'm on my.
I can see on this. All I can see on your screen right now is email broadcast. Do you see that, Caleb, or do you see the full thing?
No, I just see email broadcast.
Oh no! Hang on.
Turn off your share and then back on again.
Okay, one sec. Just a second.
There we go. Now we can see.
Okay. So I'll go back to this then so you guys can see. So this is the back office marketing platform for Facebook. So you see up here, business.facebook.com. These are all the different marketing or types of ads that you can create. And again, this has nothing to do with your Facebook profile. It's totally separate. So we're going to go engagement, then we're going to do post engagement and continue. Now, this is where we get to pick our audience of who actually sees our ads. So down here, I'm going to do for locations, I'm going to do Canada and United States, Australia, and I could put anywhere in here. I could put Mexico, I could put New Zealand, I could do wherever I wanted to in there. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do, let's do 25 to 40. Let's do women who speak English because I personally only speak English and I want to be able to communicate with my customers. and my clients and whatnot. So if you speak Spanish or French or any other language, you could definitely put that in there. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do fitness, physical fitness. Let's do fitness and figure competition. That's a good one. So do you see these numbers over here when this comes up? This over 10 million. And this is over 300 million. That's how many people on Facebook have expressed some kind of interest, whether they liked a picture, liked a post, commented, shared, liked a page, they interacted somehow with a post on Facebook that had to do with fitness and figure competition. This is over 300 million people have expressed some kind of interest on Facebook in physical fitness, because Facebook tracks everything that we do, and they also get information from third-party sources and third-party companies. So they know a lot of information about this. They don't necessarily know that like Jeff Hughes from Kelowna, British Columbia likes this, blah, blah, blah. They don't know that. Or like they don't tell us that, but they track everything that we do, and then we get put into categories like this. So I could come on here and I could, whenever I could add as many interests in here as I liked. I could exclude certain interests, like I could exclude people who like McDonald's or something. See what happens. Still, okay, that's good. So I could put fitness and figure competition, physical fitness, and then I could exclude people who like McDonald's. So do you see this number up here? This 15 million. This is a potential reach of my one ad. My one ad could potentially reach 15 million people. So if I had a regular business, say I owned a gym or something, or I owned a restaurant, do you think I could ever reach that many people? It would be very highly unlikely, or it would take me a long ass time, because when you have a physical business, your geographical location is everything. If you live in a small town or something like that, or even if you live in a big town, even if you lived in like New York or LA or something like that, it would take a long time for you to reach 15 million people in your one store. But the power of the internet, I can be sitting on my couch, or I can be traveling in British Columbia, Canada, and I could reach people all the way in Australia or the United States, and my one little ad could reach 15 million people. Are you guys seeing the power of this? The power of just one platform. This is just Facebook. This doesn't include all the other platforms out there like YouTube and Instagram and everything else. This is just one small little ad on Facebook. Are you guys seeing this? So my ad, when I go and I run this, my ad is only going to show to people who are in Canada, the United States, or Australia, who are between the ages of 25 and 40, who are women, who speak English, who have expressed some kind of interest in fitness and figure competition or physical fitness, and who do not like McDonald's. So my ad is only going to go show in front of people who fit this description. It's not going to go and show to my friends and my family on my Facebook page. It's only going to show to people who fit this description, who fit into this kind of category that I've set in here. So then I can come down here and I can pick my placement of my ads. So I could do Facebook, Instagram, audience networks. I'm going to turn this off because I just want to do Facebook. We could do desktop or mobile only. I only do mobile only because everybody's always on their phone anyways. Let's take this off again. Then we come down here. And whether you're a big brand like Coca-Cola, or you're just a little mom and pop restaurant or something like that, you need to advertise your business. You can rely on word of mouth, but that's going to take a long time. You need to advertise your business. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to build your business. When you market your business and you have a good, proper marketing strategy, it can grow like crazy. So we tell everybody to start small. We do $5 a day, and this gets paid to Facebook. This doesn't get paid to us. This gets paid to Facebook. I'm going to come down here, and I want to get charged when people actually engage with my post, not just when they see it. Then I'm going to go continue. And I can either use an existing post, or I can go create ad, create a new one. So I would want to go either on Google, or there's a image maker called Canva where I could go and make my own images. I'd want to do something that was fitness related if I was marketing this fitness product. And I would want to, this is what it would look like. So I'm not going to go find one right now just to save time, but this right here shows you what your ad would look like. So say pretend I have a fitness picture up there, and I would go something like, get your ultimate, or what did it say here? Official fitness model program. Oops. Fitness model program. I want to go put my link in here, www.officialfitnessmodel.com. So I want to put my affiliate coded link or my domain or whatever in there, and it's gonna, once this loads here, now see, this is what so pretend again, this is a fitness picture. This is what it's gonna look like when it shows up in people's news feeds. It's gonna have my description of whatever my product is, and it's gonna have my link, and it's in blue here, so people can, because it's in blue, people can click on it. When they click on it, they're gonna go and view my product or whatever I'm doing. So once I was happy with that, I would come down here and I'd press place order. So this is just an example of how this all works together. This could work with absolutely anything. And this is one example of how everybody got here with us tonight. You guys saw an ad on Facebook. You guys clicked a link. You guys went to a landing page like this. You put your name and email in. You guys started receiving emails from us. And then now you're here on a webinar with us. And this example can work over and over and over with any business. So we provide training on how this all works and how to put it all together. And we actually cover a lot of the costs for you. These programs, the email software and the lead pages software, we cover that for you. We actually put it all together for you. We show you how to place your Facebook ads and do everything. Jeff, do you want to add anything?
No, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, is anyone in here, I mean, now that we've kind of gotten through the nuts and bolts, does anyone unsure? Can't hear you, Caitlin.
Sorry, muted myself. I was going to say, does anybody have any questions on any of that before we continue on? And like, that's just a glimpse of all the stuff that you guys are going to learn. That's like, there's a lot that you guys are going to go through, like online university with us, and you guys get a dedicated mentor that's going to work directly with you to get your business up and off the ground. I mean, we all talk to each other pretty much every single day.
And there's a lot more people that talk as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So no one's got any questions. You guys all understand it. So looks like we had a shit ton of people jump on here. And how many people wish they would have bought it the 99 bucks now after seeing all this shit? How many people in the room? I mean, there's still, I don't know, 55 people in the room right now. How many people? How many people wish they would have paid the 99 bucks?
David says it seems pretty easy when you lay it out like that. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it is simple. Like, it's no harder than anything you're doing in your job right now. Like, it's not going to be any harder. There will be times when you're frustrated and you want to throw your computer across the room because something's not working properly. But that's why we're here to support you. But I wouldn't say that it's easy, but it is simple.
All right. So, Alex, I see there. When we sign up, you guys give us the programs are all included. And the great thing about it is you don't have to kill yourself learning them at the beginning because we take care of that all for you. That's all part of it. I tried, it wouldn't let me. That's just because you used a debit Visa card. So if you guys, any of you guys have a debit Visa card or MasterCard or whatever, it doesn't work. You got to use like a straight credit card. So if you need a prepaid card or something, just go and get a prepaid card. All right. So I've never done this before. I'm going to give you guys all an opportunity. If I get at least 10 people, actually, no, we'll just make it 5. If I get 5 people that pop in this room right now and say that they're ready to buy for the 99 bucks, I'll put it back up for 3 minutes. But they have to be able to do it in the 3 minutes. And this is the first time I've ever done that. I always stick to the 129 after the 99 bucks. So some of you guys are feeling lucky at this point. I might give it to you. I need 5 people. If not, we'll just go. We'll move on. 5 people ready to buy. There's 1. Do you have to recruit people? No, you don't have to do anything. Already paid $129. There you go, Patty. You know the way it is. So we just move on because I only got one person. I guess we'll count Chris as number 2. Jeremiah, are you Canadian or US? If you're Canadian, we can help you out and do the EMT, email money transfer. Someone here on the team will reach out to you if you're Canadian. Off your iPhone, it doesn't always work. I think our payment terminal works pretty good on the iPhone. A lot of people buy off of it. All right. We're just going to move on. Us. All right, just put it up. Anyways, put it up for 3 minutes. I'll just move on. Just give me one quick sec. I'm going to jump ahead just because she showed you about all the sales funnel and the traffic and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to bump ahead on the slideshow because I don't want to be doing the same. So guys, there's 2 ways to profit online. Method number 1, direct linking. Pick an offer and send traffic with an ad. Method number 2, build an email list and then sell to your subscribers over and over again. Pick an offer and use ads. Now, one way is to put an offer in front of your chosen audience with ads. Now, some might buy right now, but only a small percentage will at first sight. Now, you can make money like this. I've made money like this, but I started listening to people that had the results that I was looking for, and I found out quickly that it was not the best way to profit online. I needed to build a targeted email list. I needed to give people an offer they couldn't refuse to join your list, a free report, webinar, video training. Some people will buy your paid offer right away, but most will not. The good news is you can now keep selling over email and increase your conversions, making you more money. This is how the online marketing pros do it. This is exactly how I do it. This is how every single other person that I've been able to teach do it. And this is the secret formula to 6 or 7 figures online. There's an example from tonight. It works. You're here right now on this workshop. Building a list is key to online success. The money's in the list. So you know the system to success. Others are using this 3-step system to big online profits to make 6 and 7 figures per year. In fact, with what I've shown you here tonight, you could do this all on your own. There's a big problem, your time. You'll have to spend countless hours learning the ropes before you finally get success and start making money. Your money. You'll have to spend your money getting everything set up in your sales funnel, testing to make sure it converts. This can easily cost you $10,000 plus. Now is the time to make money online. If you're an ambitious person, you could take what I just laid out and create this in maybe 30 days. For building funnels, we use Lead Pages, Aweber, ClickMagick, and for traffic, we use Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, and we connect it all together. But if you want click-by-click training showing exactly how we do this, then we have the perfect solution. Guys, it's undeniable. The world is changing and has changed. More people on Cyber Monday and Black Friday the last 2 years shopped online than they did in the stores. It's pretty self-explanatory. Would you want to wake up, be down there for 3 o'clock in the morning to get trampled to go get a sale, or would you rather go click, 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 and it come to your house? More people buying online than ever before. $750 billion between Europe and USA this year. This is what you need to get started online. It's all included though. $480 a year just for Lead Pages, Webinar Jams, Aweber. We actually use way better than that. We use Infusionsoft and ClickMagick. Total for those $1,676 a year just for those 4 tools. I'm going to show you guys how to cut your learning curve by 90% and start making large commissions just like these and make money on autopilot like we do. So here's the deal. I've created a team and community for you called Infinite Freedom where I'll show you step-by-step how this works. When you become part of the team, you'll also discover how you can make commissions of up to $2,700 per sale, and you do no selling yourself. And here's what this will do for you. You're going to discover how to get hordes of targeted visitors that are ready to buy from you, getting set up as 100% done for you, and all you have to do is plug in. You'll discover a stealth Facebook ads method that no one's talking about that makes it easy to get traffic flowing and making money from day one. You'll be able to make money while you sleep using our 90% automated system. And here's how we automate it. We're going to hand you a high-converting offer. We're going to build your capture pages. We're going to build your autoresponders. We're going to email leads on your behalf. We're going to handle the sales presentations and webinars, close the sales for you, handle your coaching calls, and all you got to do is follow our click-by-click training on setting up your ads. I'm not even going to ask this question. We already know that a bunch of people are ready to hop on. You must first decide that you're ready to make more money, quit your job, build the life of your dreams, and start thinking outside of the norm. Start being the 3% and not the 97%. 97% of people who quit chasing their dreams are hired by the 3% that didn't. So here's how this works. When you join the Infinite Freedom Success Team, you get personal coaching, access to our success team and resources, team group weekly webinars and weekly training, ongoing mentorship tools and training to ensure your online business is a success, and Facebook ads training with step-by-step modules, and access to our Sleeping Giant product that produces commissions as high as $2,700 and generated over $1 million its first month with our click-by-click training. Personal coaching. You'll get 30 minutes one-on-one with myself or one of our leaders to map out a game plan for your success. This will help you get off on the right foot. You'll begin seeing results quickly and know exactly what to do next. That's a $499 value. Access to our success team and resources. You'll get access to our success team for ongoing question support and all of our team's resources. You're in business for yourself, but certainly not by yourself. Our team is here to make sure you succeed. If you ever get stuck or you need a little bit of help, our leaders are here to help you along the way. That's a $4,899 value. Team group weekly webinars and weekly training. You'll get ongoing training with our team to make you an expert and ensure you build your online business as big as you want. We'll cover everything you need to start making money right away during our weekly training. All training is recorded, so you can always go back if you ever want a refresher on anything. That's a $299 a month value. Mentorship tools and training. Many of the tools you need to get your online business off the ground would easily set you back hundreds or even thousands of dollars. You'll get everything you need to start building a successful online business when you join the Infinite Freedom family. And that's priceless, guys. Facebook ads membership site access. Facebook's one of the easiest ways to get that high quality traffic we talked about earlier flowing into the sales funnel. You'll get step-by-step training modules that'll show you exactly how to start making money with Facebook ads right away. This over-the-shoulder training is newbie friendly and retails for over $800. That's an $899 value. You're getting the exact same system I personally used to quit my job and build a 7-figure online business. Your investment, guys, even to read this, it's going to cost thousands of dollars. It's going to take you time and effort to try and figure it out. You're going to be learning all those lessons, and then you're going to have to overcome all those lessons that you learn to get to a point where you become profitable. Our program easily is worth over $9,800. I know people spend way more than that just for school. And even then, the statistics show that they don't even end up using it. We originally planned to open the doors at $499. At $499, the one-on-one coaching call alone is worth that. But it's not that. You guys know, I've given you guys 2 opportunities at $99. It's $129, guys. Online education is the future. Tuition costs continue to rise. Majority of the people that go to college don't end up in the career field tied to what they did study in college. Many people are looking at trade schools and online education as the future because it's more affordable and much faster than a 4 to 5 year program. How many people went to college? Are you using it? Do you have a student loan debt? Cost of higher education is phenomenal. It's exponentially grown. Student loan debt in Canada and US, this was 2010. It's like over double that. $1 trillion in the US in 2010, $15 billion in Canada. Degrees of debt and regret. 45% of people with student loans said that college was not worth the cost. 44% would want to know how much a debt person has in student loans before starting a relationship. We are making decisions in life based on student loan debts and everything. 28% of people delayed buying a house because of their debt. 12% delayed relationship status, marriage. Guys, and the saddest one of all, true stats, look it up. Only 27% of college grads have a job related to their major. That means all that student loan and debt. I mean, every time I have one of these workshops, people die, I went to school, I spent $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, I'm not even working in the field. The good news is you can start your own online business that gives you infinite freedom and way more money than a traditional job at a fraction of what traditional education costs. So click on the button, join. And here's what you're going to do next. You're going to click the button, you're going to create your account, you're going to be added to our private mastermind group, and you're going to schedule your coaching call and begin your training and get on that road to freedom. So let's recap. If you want to learn how to build an online business, get started without any technical skills, skip all the common lessons most people have to make, and start making money, then now is the time to do it. So I want to congratulate everybody here that has taken the time, hour and a half, hour and 45, 2 hours that it might take. You're obviously serious about changing your life. Most people never take the time to educate themselves the way you have. The fact that you've taken part in this workshop tonight shows that you have the commitment and determination to do this now. That's why you make a great addition to our team. You're the kind of people that we built this system for. We're looking for people who want to learn, who have the determination to change their lives, and will get excited about seeing the results of their work. So click on the button, join our team. Here, and I don't even have to say this. It gets better. I told everyone here it's no risk. When you get a full 30 days, I'm going to give it back to you. If you decide it's not for you for any reason or no reason at all, let me know and I'll give you a full refund. No questions asked, no games, no fine print. I don't give a rat's ass about your money. My word is my bond. Remember, you risk nothing today. You get full 30 days to try it. The only ways you're going to lose is if you don't join. And worst case scenario, you get your money back. And I've been kind of telling you guys from the beginning, and it really is, I'm not joking about this. I hold the prices at 48 hours, but they've been going up just based on success. I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to stay at the 129 for much longer. You guys have watched all the way to this point. You want to build an online business that gives you infinite freedom, and you know you're not going to find an opportunity to get this much for such a low investment anywhere today. Seize in on the opportunity to get on the exact same system that changed my life. And remember, there's no risk when you click yes. And now I'm going to pass you over to some successful students that have been able to duplicate. We'll start you off. I'll pass you over to Dave Keiko.
Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I'm on the phone working here at the same time. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I got a little bit of background music going on here. I'm in Starbucks, so there's some tunes going. So I've been working online just coming up to 9 months now. Guys, this is my second family. All these people that you see here, I got to know them all very, very well. They've opened their homes, their hearts up to me. I took that initiative in my life to do something different. I've reached out to all these people who have had tremendous amount of success with this business, and they've all pulled me along the way, encouraging me. Being an entrepreneur and being a realist, I'm like, there's some days that are definitely more challenging than other days, and having that support system and having these people positively encourage you is seriously one of the most surreal, coolest experiences, because these are people I did not know, just short 8.5, 9 months ago. So guys, I started in the horticultural industry. That's my background. I went to the University of Guelph in Ontario. I moved from the horticultural industry and working there seasonal work for 17 years in my hand in car sales for about 7 months, and realized that I had to be married to the car dealership for 12 to 14 hours a day some days, and didn't have any time for myself to do some of the things that I love doing. But I don't want to make this all about me. I wanted to touch on one thing with you guys. I don't know if Jeff had mentioned this earlier in the workshop, but if you guys hear, or you guys can just type in the chat here, have you guys ever heard this saying, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is? Just go ahead and type in the chat there. I want to see how many people pop up and say, yeah, I've heard that statement before, because I was one of those people growing up. I heard, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is, David, and you should just continue moving on. Well, this is an opportunity that I'm certainly glad that I, as Jeff pointed out at the beginning of the workshop, was awakened to, because this is an opportunity that has completely changed my life. I never thought, looking back now in 8 months, that I'd be where I'm at today, around all these amazing people, working and hustling every single day at this business, growing myself. I mean, the amount of growth that I personally have gone through in the last 8 months has been absolutely incredible, and it's all thanks to, as you are going to hear from all of these people here in a moment as well, it's all thanks to them and the work and time and effort and energy that I've been working on this. So congratulations to everyone who jumped on board tonight. So stoked to work with you. I know each and every one of us here are going to enjoy watching you guys create a life by your own design. So congrats, guys. Stoked to be here. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Dave. Next, we'll pass you over to Caleb. Caleb's on the way. I don't know. You're cruising, dude. You must be. If you end up, I don't know, at least $30,000-$40,000 a month this month. Not bad for somebody who's 7 months in.
Well, on that route, I'm shooting for 50 this month, man. That's the goal. Got these guys rocking $90,000 a month. There's no reason this guy can't do it, right? So yeah, guys, I used to be a driller on the rigs. Did that for about 7 years, actually. Just like Jeff, I dropped out of high school too, and went to actually work construction for a few years, and then I jumped on board the rigs. I had a buddy that was working rigs, saw he was making a good amount of cash, and I figured, well, you know, this is probably the only way I'm going to make a decent amount of money without ever having to go back to fucking school, right? So I got him to get me a job out there, and I ended up staying out there for about 7 years. You know, whenever I whenever I get into something, you know, I don't fuck around. I go hard at it and make a good go of it. And even in that job, you know, I figured this is it. I might as well give her and get to the top as quick as I could. So I did just that. I made a driller in 4 years, which is pretty fast in that industry, right? And I learned a lot of shit that I would have never learned had I not gone that route. And I'm very grateful for it. But I'm also very grateful that I got the fuck out of there. That's for damn sure. And Jeff opened my eyes to this opportunity. He's actually my next door neighbor. And yeah, he popped up on my doorstep one day, invited me over for a barbecue. I actually lived beside the guy for about 1.5 years before I actually even ever met him. So got over there, saw he was, you know, what he was doing. He showed me. I went through this exact same process. You know, I bought in, I saw the big picture, and I said, you know what, man, this is what I got to do. You're going to show me exactly what I got to do. Said, yeah, man, you just do this, and that. You're going to have my results. I said, well, fuck, you got the results I want, so why the hell wouldn't I listen to you? So I jumped on board, and I got to work, put my head down, and just learned and took it like any job. You know, you get into it, you don't know what the fuck you're doing right off the hop, but you get to work and you learn as you earn. That's just how anything goes, right? So I did that, and I'm one of the fastest people to get to the top on this whole team. So, and that's a guy with no education, no nothing, no technical background, no college degree, no fuck all. So, I mean, I had a hard work ethic, and that's it. That's what I brought to this team. And now I transfer my knowledge back over to you guys and show you exactly how I did it. And that's what these people do as well, right? We're here to help you and teach you every step of the way to, you know, build that 6-figure, 7-figure online income, right? That's what it's all about, getting into this and escaping the grind and helping others do the same. So the people that help, you know, that get there themselves and then help the other people that do the same, those are the people that make the most money in this industry, right? So, yeah, congrats to you guys for jumping on board. I look forward to working with every single one of you and passing down my knowledge, what I've learned in this industry, and getting to meet you guys all. So, yeah, welcome aboard. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Caleb. Now I'll toss you over to Thomas Warden and Jen.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, everybody. This is Thomas Warden, and this is Jen Murray. I am from Louisiana. I am all the way in here in Alberta, Canada, in Calgary with Jen now. This is my mentor that got me into this 9 months ago. And during that 9 months, I've been able to make enough money to leave my job, become my own boss, and now I'm traveling the countryside with my two boys. And today we are up here in Canada on this workshop, getting some mentorship and showing other people how this is truly done. So if y'all jumped in, congratulations on everybody who has. And if you haven't, why haven't you? So that's the only question. Jeff has built a system here that is step by step. Anybody can follow it. I'm from the background of construction industry. Caleb is from oil field. David's from selling cars. We're all from different backgrounds, and we wanted to change in our life. So that's what we did. We took action just like you people are here tonight, looking for something different. That's why we all came. We found it. Now we're working it, and it's an awesome journey. So come join in. Let us watch your new journey. Thank you all very much for having me tonight.
Yeah, like you said, guys, welcome to the team. Everyone who's taken action. Gord is usually on this workshop as well with us, but he's out doing the stuff he loves to do. And Thomas is up here visiting us in Canada, like he said. All we did was follow the exact same wheel that Jeff lines out, and he's going to line out for you guys too. You know, in that time last year, Gordon and I were able to quit our jobs. We met Thomas. We've met all these people that you're seeing tonight, plus many, many more who are also changing their lives. So welcome to the team, everyone who's taken action. You're going to realize that this journey ahead of you will let you have the ability to travel, meet lots of new people, help people, and it's truly outstanding. So I'll pass it back to Jeff. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Jen. And last but not least, we'll pass you over to Caitlin. She'll tell you a little bit where she was from.
Thanks. So I was one of those statistics that Jeff talked about of the people who go to university and can't even get a job once they graduate. I spent probably over $40,000 on my education. I spent 5 years of my life working towards a degree that I couldn't even use. I couldn't do anything with it unless I continued to go to school for another 3 to 4 years and spent another probably $50,000 to $100,000 on my education. And then still I would maybe be making $60,000 a year, maybe even, probably not even that. So I would have been in massive debt. When I first started this business, I was in massive debt. I was over $60,000 in debt. I was near bankruptcy. I almost lost my house. I was living in my mom's basement, which I'm super grateful for that I had somebody to help me during that time. But if I didn't do something different, if I didn't step out of the box and like think outside the box and try something different, be open to another way of doing things, I would still be in the exact same position that I was in a year ago. But now I've been able to completely change my financial situation. I've been able to go on trips with my kids. I've been to like 9 different places in the last year. I get to work with the most amazing people. We get to change lives. And the biggest question that I get from people is, am I able to do this? And we are a clear picture that we're all from different backgrounds. It doesn't matter what your background is. You don't need to have technical experience. Caleb and Jeff are probably the least technical people. Caleb didn't even have good internet until a couple weeks ago. And he's crushing out like $20,000, $30,000 months. So you guys can do this if you have a desire and a willingness to change, to be coachable, and to listen. You guys need to think differently. You guys need to open your thinking and be open to something different. So I'm super excited to everybody who took action tonight. We're very excited to see you guys in the groups and to see your changes over the coming months.
Awesome. All right, Alex, you say to quit my job. We didn't tell anybody to quit their jobs, but if you'd like to quit your job, you could. And absolutely, you can do this and still you do your job. I mean, that's what Thomas did before. I mean, that's what lots of people did, right? So he did it for 8 or 9 months or whatever it was. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Have a great night. I'll talk to everyone.